This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
I am so productive today. I've done 6 loads of washing and been to the supermarket. Bananas, avocados, Diet Coke, all the biggies.
Pop off, Queen. And then you even bought me lunch. You bought a beautiful wonton soup lunch for me.
God, we love that, don't we?
Oh,
It fixes all our ills.
It does.
I want to introduce you to the Disney Worlds of Wonder.
Oh.
They're collector cards. They're only available at Woolies. My kids used to be mad for these.
Right.
There's a new one every few weeks, I reckon, in the major supermarkets.
Got it.
Today when I did all my shopping, Vanessa, beautiful girl behind the counter, said, "Are you collecting the cards?" And I said, "No, my kids are too old now. They don't get into them." And then I looked at how much my groceries came to. $245.
I'll take those bloody cards.
I said, "How many would I get, Vanessa?" And she said, "Oh, you get quite a few." And I said, "You know what? Give them to me and I will find a home for them." Are your kids collecting Worlds of Wonder and you want to save yourself $245 at Woolies? I'm going to send them to you.
I
Give
love
us a
that,
call.
Swanee. What a community service you're doing. Hey, after 3, because it's Thursday, the best day of the week, we'll be asking for your sweeping statements, aka your unpopular opinions. We're also going to be talking Baywatch, Army Hammer, all the big stuff.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Now, congratulations to Chloe, who took out every single last packet of those Woolies cards that I collected for absolutely no reason, apart from I'm a greedy girl. I've got a new segment.
Can I ask you a question?
You've heard of Ask Me Anything, where people sit on, I love it actually.
An
Sometimes-
AMA.
Yeah, sometimes if I'm just at home and I'm like, oh, kids are asleep or they're on their devices or whatever, I want to talk to my friends, I'll open up Instagram and I'll do an Ask Me Anything.
It's a bit of fun. I love an influencer that you can just tell has asked all of their own questions, but that's okay.
How do you do that?
Because you can go and ask yourself your own questions. So when people are trying to hide ads or paid endorsements, they sometimes do it through an AMA. So it's like you do 3 normal Q&As, and then the 4th one's like, what makeup do you use? Well, I use Nude by
You're
Nature.
joking.
Yeah. It's so you'll see it now that I've said it.
Oh my
You'll notice it.
God.
It is a good way to hide the ad. That's a little tip for you if you're ever doing some vlogging on Instagram.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
I
back
had
to
no idea. Anyway, I'm turning the tables because, I don't see any of my friends anymore. And you are my friends. If you're listening to this show, you are my friend, and I'm going to ask you a question that's been bothering me. And you've got to answer quickly because we've only got one break.
13 24 10.
10 if you know the answer to this question. You know when you're going on the freeway and you're merging on and it says 2 cars per green light and it goes green, red,
Yes.
green, red, right? And you've got to be real quick.
Mm.
I ignore that.
And just zoom through.
I just go. Yeah. I don't wait. What I want to know is, can I ask you a question? Is that sign 2 cars per green light a law?
Yeah,
or is it a suggestion?
Is it a proper traffic light?
Yeah.
Like we see at most intersections and obviously
Yeah.
follow.
Because I'm going to lose my license if it is. I would love it if somebody knows whether that is just... I'm in 2 minds. I either think it's a law and that's it, or it's a suggestion based on the timing of the traffic that's already on the freeway.
Yeah. 13 24 10 if you know the answer. I'd love an authority, like a police officer or someone. We've got
Yes.
Jackie here though.
Hi, Jax. Is it a law? Jackie? Jax, are you there, Jackie?
Sorry, I'm here.
Got you, gorgeous.
A friend that is a police officer said that it is a law. We aren't allowed to go through it. It's not just a suggestion.
Okay.
Did
Wow.
you think it was a suggestion?
I did, and I have gone through it so many times.
So many times, because sometimes you're approaching it and it's red and you think, oh, it's going to go green any minute, and then it doesn't.
Yep.
You just keep going.
Yep, and I still go through it, even though I learnt that because she said they don't bother booking for it because it's too much paperwork for something that someone could probably contest and get away with. Because they don't, by law, you're supposed to have 5 seconds between the red and green.
Ah, and you
Right.
don't get that there.
You
I
don't get
love
it
that.
because there's no amber.
I wonder if anyone's ever
in
got
a
a ticket in
court-
that situation. I wonder if anyone has actually got a fine.
I wonder.
I feel like
There
we're
must
all...
have been if it's actually legit. Should we quickly check in with Simone?
Simone, what do you think? Is it a suggestion or a law?
I'm pretty sure it's a law, only because Jason Lauren had the popo on, and he said, well, if the cop car was near you, you would get fined for going through a red light.
Really?
Yeah.
Swanee's about to lose her
But
license.
it's not really a road. It's not.
You can't find it. We've got the answer.
It's a merger.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
At Priceline Pharmacy, you can simplify your online shopping experience with Click and Collect. Order online, select Click and Collect, and within 2 trading hours, your items will be ready for pickup at your local Priceline. It's that easy.
Head to priceline.com.au. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, I'd forgotten how much I love that Troye Sivan song.
And Swanee, in the song, you asked me, when was this released? I can tell you, January 2019.
Wow. I like that song, but I reckon these guys like it more.
All new Suzuki Swift Hybrid is here. Australia's best value hybrid. Win $20,000. A brand new Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
And a star.
Hey, what's up? This is Troye Sivan. See me live. Your chance to win only with Nova.
I mean, I've got feelings for Troye Sivan, and I'm fairly sure they're real. This prize is getting drawn tomorrow. We're talking a brand new 2024 Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
Yeah.
A trip to New York City to see the divine Troye Sivan live in concert at Madison Square Gardens. And a cool $20,000 tax-free, my friend.
Not bad.
In your back pocket. Who's going to win it? Is it going to be you, Ella?
Oh, my God.
Oh, Ella's malfunctioned. She's actually properly
Ella
malfunctioned.
might think that she's won it. She hasn't. She's in the draw.
Ella,
she's
are
in
you
the
there?
draw.
Yeah, I'm in the draw, but I hope I win.
Oh, I hope you win too. You sound adorable.
Tune in to Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel tomorrow, Ella, because they could be calling you. Hey, Jack and Mount Eliza. I'm Jack from Mount Eliza.
Jack, I know you're Jack from Mount Eliza. I love that. Swanee, I'm so keen. I want to get over there, see Troye Sivan, Charlie XCX. I am keen.
Are you a real estate agent?
No, a plasterer.
Oh, yeah.
You're a vibe, Jack.
Yeah.
Brady.
Give me the gift of the gab. Good on you, Jack.
You're
Good
in the
luck.
draw.
Hey, Danny.
Hi.
You are in the draw. Do not be.
Amazing.
Do not be too far from your phone between now and tomorrow, my love.
Got it. Hopefully win.
Wouldn't it be nice?
wait.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Swanee, we're going to keep talking here?
Oh, sorry. I thought you clicked on something.
No.
I thought you clicked on something like we were out. Well, that was exciting. And I'm going to be tuning in to see. I love it when people win a prize like that.
I know. Epic.
People
Epic.
lose their minds.
I love listening to Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel and seeing who's going to announce the winner.
Yeah.
Because-
it's usually Tim, and he's good at it because he doesn't lose his mind like I would.
Yeah, and I feel like Joel's much like you when they lose their mind.
Now, we're moving on because we did have a chat planned about Lana Del Rey, who is an intriguing girl. Really an intriguing artist, don't you think?
Yeah, with a gorgeous voice.
She's just from another time or something. Do you remember recently she turned up being a waitress at a
At a diner, yeah. Was that a publicity stunt for the music label? Would have been.
No, I don't know. She's a funny character, and she's turned out she's got a new boyfriend who is an alligator tour guide. And he's everything that you would imagine an alligator tour guide would look like. I'm not talking like, hot Steve Irwin or anything like that.
No.
He looks like he is from deep south. He looks like an alligator.
He looks like he's seen better days.
Yeah, and she met him on one of the cruises that he runs.
That's cute.
I imagine he sounds like that. You gotta be careful.
Sing to me, Lana.
That alligator will get straight through the feathers. He's that sort of guy. But the real twist here in the story, 13-24-10, by the way, how did you find out about your dad's new girlfriend? Is these photographs have gone public.
Yeah.
she's there. She's got her earmuffs on. She's doing whatever that is. Used to be very popular on the Logie's red carpet in 2007. And her sort of boganic alligator boyfriend is next to her, and a girl has seen this photo just like everybody else. Everybody else. Her name is XAE, whatever.
So that's her ex handle.
And she says, "Oh my God, that's my dad."
What?
Then she messages her dad. He looks creepy.
Yeah, no. He doesn't look like someone that would maybe have a great relationship with his kids.
No, and he looks like something that shoots things.
Yeah.
You know, like wild boars.
Imagine finding out your dad's dating Lana Del Rey, though.
So she texted her dad and she goes, all in capitals too. You know your children are mad at you when they just write in capital letters. "Is there anything you want to tell me?" she says. And he says, "What?" She says, "Lana Del Rey? You only left Mom a few weeks ago. Is this why?"
Far out.
"What the hell, Dad?" And he says, "Oh, yeah, I meant to tell you."
I mean...
Have you seen the icon she's got next to the listing of her dad's
what is
number?
it?
The clown face.
Wow, I could tell they didn't get along.
What is the weirdest way that you found out that your dad had a new girlfriend?
Jump on the line and we will award you a Priceline pharmacy voucher.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I just hear that line, "That's where your demons hide." And I straight away think, where are your demons hiding? Jack, where are they? I tell you where Lana Del Rey's demons are hiding.
Where?
In the heart and arms of an alligator tour guide.
Wow.
I mean, it reminds me of, I had a long bus trip once to Brisbane, to Darwin from Melbourne. So long. It was back when, flights were really, really expensive.
From Melbourne to Darwin on a bus?
56 and a half hours. I wanted to go and visit my dad. Anyway, I went with my friend Joe, and there was this girl ahead of us, like, two or three rows in front.
Yeah.
And then she hooked up with some weird serial killer looking bogan. And it reminds me exactly of this Lana Del Rey story. And I just thought, gosh, amazing things happen on tour, don't they?
Right.
She has hired a tour guide to show her gators in the wild.
In Louisiana.
And now she's fallen in love with them. The news of his new girlfriend was broken to his own daughter via TMZ.
I mean, imagine that.
Imagine looking through the articles and going, "That's my dad." What?
I would be like, free Lana Del Rey concerts for the rest of my life. How sick. 13 24 10, we're asking, how did you find out about your dad's new girlfriend?
There's going to be some salacious stories here. Hello, Colleen.
Hi, guys. My dad brought his new girlfriend to my wedding.
Okay. All right. How long had he been apart from your mother for?
My mum passed away, so he had snuck this new girlfriend in, we thought, a bit early, but she was lovely.
And you didn't know he was dating someone, Colleen? You just rocked up at the wedding with her?
Yep.
That's ballsy.
It was.
I think that's very inappropriate, Colleen. I'm sorry. It's your wedding. Your mum has passed away and he brings a woman that you've never met.
There was a fair gap in between, but yeah, it was a bit of a shock.
No, that'd be an absolute family disaster where I'm from.
And I would wig out about the table setting, Colleen, because you wouldn't have had a spot for her to sit.
No, it was lucky it was a bit, not too formal and sit down.
Right.
That's very sort of a man of that vintage, though. Like, he would have been
She's
like...
coming.
He would have been like, "That's fine.
Yeah.
It's a +1. It doesn't matter."
Priceline pharmacy voucher for you, Colleen.
So casual. Hello, Bonnie.
Hi, guys.
Hi. How did you find out Dad had got a new girlfriend?
I was actually really confronted. I called up to speak to my dad, and this random lady answered the phone.
And did you want to hang up?
Yes.
How old were you? I want to set the whole scene.
I was this was about 7 years ago, so I'm 37, so I was 30, but it was just unexpected. Like, I was in shock. I rang up, I was like, "Hi, Dad," And there was a lady, and she's like, "Hi, is this Bonnie?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's Bonnie."
Oh, yuck, because she knew your name.
I was just like, "Can I speak to my dad?" And the person went, "Oh, he's not here at the moment. Like, he's busy doing something in the garage." And I was like, "Can you get him to give me a call back?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure, no worries." And I hung up the phone, and I just felt like, who are you? I don't know. I felt not betrayed. I don't know.
He's your
the
dad.
word.
Like,
Yeah,
you feel like you want ownership over your own dad, and when you want to speak to him, you want to speak to him. I get that. Bonnie, Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you.
Wait, no, don't get rid of Bonnie yet. Bonnie, did it get better? Like, did you have a nicer relationship with that woman?
Yeah, eventually. Look, she's a lovely lady. They're still together. But it's just always there. I don't know why. I just don't think I would.
Dads don't know how to deal with this stuff.
Yeah, and like you
Mums
said,
are much better at it, I reckon.
at a certain age as well, they just don't.
No, absolutely. Hello, Alex. Let's finish with you. How did you find out your granddad had a new squeeze?
Well, we got him a caravan up the back of our place, and he's from the UK, and people started, he had a couple of girls come over, and then this one lady kept coming over, and I asked him, "How are you meeting these women?" And he said, "Look, the first rule, when the caravans are rocking, don't come a knocking."
Wow.
Yes. And then I found out he'd actually advertised himself in the paper in the classified section.
Amazing.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Peace be with you and also with you. You lift up our You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova. Let's go click.
You've lost it.
Chrissy's clickbait.
Does that feel a bit churchy to you, that last bit from Benson Boone?
Benson Boone, it does, Swanee.
All right, first up, we are going to talk about Nikki Glaser. It's a name that I've never heard of.
I was introduced to her on the Tom Brady roast.
She was the funniest person on the Tom Brady roast.
She was amazing.
Also, she wasn't mean.
No, she did it in a way...
She was funny.
But it comes in the delivery of the person. I agree. Comes down to the way they have... Like, she has warmth. You can tell there's some warmth there.
Yeah, and I feel like she was making fun of things that everyone makes fun of. Anyway, to give you an example of how clever she is and why she's been chosen to host the Golden Globes. This is somebody...
Risky job.
Like, nobody knows it. This is how she treated the very tiny actor. You need to know that. He's a very short man, Kevin Hart.
You really got to hand it to Kevin Hart because he can't reach. No, Kevin, I love you. No one works harder than this man. Do you know that every morning Kevin wakes up at 4 a.m. to make his movie? And I love your movies, or as I call them, short films.
Bang.
Oh, and then after that she goes, "No, I'm joking, I hate your film." She just makes me laugh. She's going to be hosting the Golden Globes. That is a big job. Who did it last time?
Was it Tina and Amy, or were they in years far earlier?
Whenever you remember something recently, it turns out to be 7 years ago, you know. But it is a very big job. But I do like how the Golden Globes often are hosted by women.
Joe Coy, Chelsea Handler's ex is how I know.
Yes, I remember that one. That didn't go very well. No, that didn't. I think he was almost cancelled for making fun of somebody in the crowd.
It was terrible.
Was it Taylor Swift?
I'd forgotten about that.
Was it Taylor Swift that he was making fun of?
I forget.
And then the crowd turned on him and he did that thing that you must never do. You go, "Oh, come on."
I know.
Oh, no.
Nikki will smash it, though. I've got a good vibe about it.
She will. Let's move on to Baywatch. Were you around when Baywatch was around?
I missed Baywatch.
Well, I was alive, but I could think of nothing worse than watching it. You can imagine. I never saw a frame.
Not your vibe.
Oh, David Hasselhoff is insane. Someone's got to say it.
But we do love Pam Anderson.
I do love Pam Anderson. And I love her more now than I did back then. She's done a full 180. Like, she's Earth Mother, you know. She's magic.
Full yogi.
Very smart too. And there is a big documentary. The second something it's called. Oh, I can't think of what it's called. But it's basically Where Are They Now? And it's got all the cast members there. But guess who is not appearing?
Pammy
Pammy said, "Look, there's no bad blood. I don't hate you guys. I'm just in a really different place at the moment. And I don't want to talk about that."
I get that.
I do too.
I do think, though, like, what's the point of the doco then? Because I just want to hear from her.
Oh, well, the point of the doco is that you get to hear from Jeremy Jackson, who played David Hasselhoff's son
The young dude, yep.
The young dude. He was sort of a meaty, bricky-faced child. And he has said in the documentary that he would sneak into the women's trailers after they were done and would grab their dirty bathing suits.
What?
I'm not going to tell you what he did with it next, but it's disgusting and I want to press charges.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Steaming towards the weekend. What have you got on?
I'm heading down the peninsula and being Jack from Mount Eliza again and spending it with Dad for Father's Day.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
How nice. I'll call Gaza on the
Queensland?
Gold Coast, love. Yes, I'll give him a call, but I won't spend Father's Day with him, obviously. I'm having a friend over to my house.
Oh, go you. That's like 2 in 2 weekends, is it? When did Jane Hall go over?
Last week. She had
You
a
are being
sleepover.
social.
And then like a couple of weeks ago, my school friend stayed over.
Yeah.
I'm going to cook a pumpkin scone.
Wow, that sounds really awful.
My gran will just slap you. I'm going to bring in a leftover pumpkin scone to you on Monday, and you'll be like, "Oh my god, that was
This
delicious."
is awful.
My god, I was right.
I was right. Hey, coming up before 4, we'll be asking for your sweeping statements, aka your unpopular opinions. But next, Chrissy's Quizzy.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
It's on my walking list. I listen to that every single day.
How good are the script?
So underrated, and they're touring. I've been meaning to talk to you about the script.
If only you left the house and would do something.
I'm trying.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Oh yeah, hello Andrew.
Hello. How
Hi.
you doing?
What do you get, Drew or Andy?
I'm neither really, just Andrew.
Andrew. It's a great name, also underrated. Were you born in the 70s?
No, I'm literally the 8th zero.
You're the 8th numeral.
You're also underwater.
All right, let's move on. I can't.
Andrew, we're just going to check your phone line, brother. One
If
sec.
this was speed dating, we wouldn't be getting each other's number. Hello, Megan.
Hey, Chrissy, how are you?
Hi. Have you noticed that since Meghan Trainor has come on and Meghan Markle, that people call you Megan when it would have always been Megan?
Yeah, but I've always got Megan.
Megan, you reckon?
Megan. I don't know a bad Megan. Megan.
You don't like Markle, though.
Oh, yeah, apart from her.
Alrighty,
all right,
in the bum bag today, guys, is an Evolution fry pan.
Oh, yum. Your names are your buzzers, guys. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 ounces correct wins the game. And we're all winners because Jack is about to say the word PFAS.
Yes. If I could find my sheet, which I've now got. Cook healthy with Green Pan, Australia's first choice for the best PFAS-free cookware.
Why do you get so John Deeps every
PFAS.
time you have to read that liner?
PAFAS.
PFAS.
Alrighty, question number 1.
Which American singer is reportedly dating an alligator tour guide?
Megan.
Yes, Megan.
Lana Del Rey.
Yes. And what about how his grown daughter, found out that her dad had a new girlfriend by looking at TMZ?
You wouldn't read it.
You wouldn't. Well, you would. You would read it.
Actually,
it's the only way you're going to find out. All right. Question number 2. An akubra is a type of what?
Megan.
Andrew.
Yes, Megan.
Hat.
Wow, that's 2.
Question 3 is for the win, Meegs.
I mean, maybe you should refer to yourself as Drew, Andrew, because it's one less syllable.
I'm underwater. You didn't hear me.
Weirdly, I hear you loud and clear now.
Yes. Took us
You
off
didn't see the bubbles either.
No,
can't.
I didn't.
Everyone's a comedian today. I love
I
it.
saw the bubbles coming from somewhere.
Question number
3. 24 years ago, Destiny's Child released this song.
Andrew.
Not yet.
Andrew.
Not
We're
yet,
just
Andrew.
in between it.
Throw your hands up, valley. Truly. Throw
Drew.
your hands up. Girl, I didn't know you
Okay,
could
Drew,
get down
yes?
like yes, Drew.
Release. Did you finish the question?
No, but you
Nah,
buzzed in.
You buzzed in repeatedly while I was trying to enjoy myself.
Beyonce.
No.
No, she already said Destiny's Child.
Premature.
Oh, sorry.
Premature
Right, see?
answeration.
I need to get my snorkel.
Destiny's Child, this is annoying me, I'm going to ask the question. Destiny's Child released this song, Independent Woman Part 1. It was the soundtrack on which film? From the soundtrack of which film?
It's Jack's favourite film of all time. Or is it? No.
No, Charlie's Angels is. I hate this segment so much, I'm over it. Question number 4, let's go, Swanee.
It's Charlie's Angels. Jeremy Allen White is the face of which underwear brand and rat traps? It's Calvin Klein. Dubbo. Question number 5. Score check, Jack.
2 points to Megan. Andrew is not on the scoreboard.
Dubbo is a regional city in which state?
Megan.
Yes, Megan for the win.
Oh, no way.
It is New South Wales. Yes, Andrew. I'm so sorry.
Okay. All right. Next time.
There won't be a next time.
Oh, can I give Andrew
No.
a Priceline
No.
pharmacy
Megan's
voucher
got
for
the-
another Father's Day gift?
No, Megan has got the Green Pan Evolution Fry Pan.
Oh,
I
I
don't
can't
know
be
why.
mad because listen to who's coming up.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
I can read your mind.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You are listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova. It's Thursday, so it's time for this.
Swan's sweeping statements.
Sweeping statements. This is where we give you carte blanche to stand on your soapbox and say whatever it is that is in your heart. Last week we had somebody saying that Donald Trump was utterly misunderstood and is a great guy.
She really stood by it.
And further, there was no proof that he said and did those terrible things on the bus to those women.
And when I questioned her even about his policy or politics, I'm not sure if she knew much about it. But that's okay.
Well, they're the rules. You need to accept it. Have you got a sweeping statement today, Jack?
I do, Swanee. It's from, you pointed this out to me. I was making a comment in the office and you're like, that's a sweeping statement.
Sure.
And what I was looking out the window and seeing was a Subaru with Euro plates on them. Well, on the car.
And your...
My thoughts are European plates only belong on European, prestige cars.
What are European plates?
It's like where it has a V and a...
Oh, so my Toyota RAV4 wouldn't have one of them.
No. A Euro plate doesn't belong
Excuse
on
me,
that car.
it's top of the line. Thank you very much.
So my sweeping statement is Euro plates only belong on, Mercedes-Benz and Bentleys and BMWs and stuff, not on a Subaru or Toyota.
And you can say that because you drive a
BMW.
Yes, and that's so you're allowed to say that.
I don't
That's
have
fair.
Euro plates though. But I can say that.
Maybe if you're a lucky boy for Christmas.
I'm
I'm going to steal one of yours.
Go.
If you were on Big Brother post 2014, you weren't on Big Brother. That was the most iconic statement you've
really
made
loved
all
that.
week. I love it because it is true. You know what? One of the Big Brother housemates from I don't know when is turning up on maths. Never seen that man before. However, if it was Galen or Paul Dyer, I would know who they were.
Yesterday when we were talking about Big Brother housemates that live rent-free in our heads, someone didn't get a mention, and I'd like to give them a mention now. Hot dogs. Hot dogs should have been mentioned in that segment.
Hot dogs was iconic. Simon
Yes.
Deering, I think his name is.
Good
something like
memory,
that.
Swanee.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's do this.
Swan's sweeping statements.
Oh, yes, your most unpopular opinion that you really don't want to say around people because they get mad at you. We're never going to get mad at you ever, Stacey.
Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Tom.
Do you feel
Sorry,
like...
Tom,
Jack.
You were just chatting to Tom. That's all right. I get it,
Tom's up there.
Stace.
That's the entire team, Stace. You've named us all. Chrissy, Tom and Jack. You get nervous, don't you, saying these things out loud? But you shouldn't because we're your friends. Say it, Stace.
Thank you. Okay, so my sweeping statement is don't give your child a name at birth to only ever refer to them as a nickname. You may as well just call them by their nickname.
Give us an example.
Like, for example, if you name your little girl Elliot, for example, and you know you're never going to call her Elliot, you're only ever going to call her Ellie, for example, you may as well just name her Ellie on her birth certificate rather than just putting Elliot down if you're never going to refer to her as Elliot.
Do you get cranky at people when that comes up and you go, oh, That's an interesting name. Oh yeah, it's actually Elliot, but she's always been Ellie. Do your eyes darken and you go, you're one of them?
Yeah, because I feel like it's different when you're an adult. If you've chosen as an adult to go by a nickname, that's completely up to you. But I feel like at birth, if you're going to name your child something, you may as well just call them that name until they decide later on.
Sometimes you don't know though. Like if I knew how my daughter was going to go, I would have called her Peg on her birth certificate.
What is she?
Peggy.
Oh, it's Peggy.
Yeah, she's Peggy. That's her name.
And that to me looks like a complete different person than
But
Peg.
nobody calls her Peggy.
Yeah.
She refers to herself as Peg.
Got
Yeah.
it. Hey, Stacey, we're going to send you a double pass to Beetlejuice in cinemas September 5. Let's go to Lauren.
I'm sorry, but I'm excited about that.
Yeah, do you want a double pass?
Yes, please.
I'll slip you one.
Thank you. I'll have two, thanks. I've got so many children. Hello, Lauren.
Hi, guys.
What's your take?
Statement, if you are not a lad, you should not be wearing TN shoes. I'm sorry, yuck.
What do you... Okay, talk us through this, because I've got sons, so I know all about TNs.
Okay, well, my husband tries to wear TNs, and I'm like, you are not a lad. You are old, and it's like, it's not a good look.
And when you say a lad, do you mean like an esche?
Yeah, I mean esches.
Because
with the raddies and just,
I know what you're saying, Lauren, because people are starting to wear them that, like, stylish girls, for example, are wearing them with, like, their henny outfits. I don't mind it. You're not a fan, though?
No, it's just not
Yeah.
I think it looks good on girls, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. You get a double pass to Beetlejuice in cinemas September 5 as well, Lauren.
TNs were the reason that I knew that my son would always be okay, Leo, because he's had TNs for years.
And the minute he got them, you're like, this kid's sorted.
Well, he had them brand new on, and somebody wanted to roll him for them.
What?
Yeah.
How did he handle that?
Well, this is the thing. The person said, what size are those TNs?
Wow.
Trying to find out if they were the same size, and he goes, my size. And
yes,
then walked
Leo.
away, and that was it. No one's ever messed with him since. He said a very rude word after my size, by the way, and I thought, yeah, good on you, warranted. Hey, Deb.
Hey, how are you going?
Tell us what your sweeping statement is.
So I think that the Huak 2 girl, Hayley, shouldn't have got as much clout and as famous as what she did.
She was really popular for an instant, wasn't she?
Yeah. Now the very demure, very mindful person has taken over
Yeah.
Jules. Why don't you think she deserved that 15 minutes of fame?
Well, a lot of us have a lot of drunken moments, and you just got that one girl that just goes and says one silly thing, and she's just all over the news. She's doing interviews. She's doing everything. But we don't get the fame for our drunken moments. One girl does.
It's not fair.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
First,
Chrissy's Clickbait.
now here's a name we haven't heard for a while, Armie Hammer. Now, a guy that we used to work with, Sam Pang, was obsessed with Armie Hammer. He was in a couple of films, and then there was a terrible scandal. He was a revolting, manipulative, narcissistic partner. It was just yuck and worse. I want to use the word cannibal.
I was going to say, yeah, I'd like to do some weird stuff.
It was very, very bad, and there was a fairly brutal documentary, and then he disappeared, as you would want to. Anyway, he's turned up again just now saying that he's going to sell the big truck that he bought for himself at Christmas time. He actually looks really sane and normal in the clip.
Yeah, he does. Should we listen to him?
Yeah.
I've been back in LA for a couple of weeks now. This is my truck. Since being back in LA, I have put $400 or $500 worth of gas in it. I can't afford it. I can't afford the gas anymore.
Now,
poor Armie.
When you were reading this to me, I go, I think he's okay for gas. And you didn't know anything about, he's an actor, by the way. He didn't know anything about his family fortune. Armie Hammer's family is like the DuPonts or the Vanderbilts.
Yeah, okay.
Like millions, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Dynasty vibes.
Yeah. I think he can afford $400 a month. I think his grandfather, when he died, or his father, was worth $800 million US.
He surely got some of that.
Come on.
Do you remember in June when he did his first interview back in the public eye and he said that he's grateful for the allegations that came out about him? Like, what? How can you be grateful for that?
How in any way? Because if they're true, yuck.
Gross.
And if they're not true, oh my God, what a travesty.
Life
I
ruining.
think the great irony here is that Armand, who I think was his grandfather, he was the head of Occidental Petroleum. And he's complaining about petrol for his car. Good luck, Army. Now, Scooter Braun. Tay-Tay's doco, which I didn't know about, and I'm sad because I've watched them all, and there was this one about Taylor versus Scooter Braun. And I really want to watch it because there's a whole lot of questions I've got about how that happened.
I'd love to hear a deep dive on that.
That she, in a nutshell, he bought all her original music and she had nothing. Every time I buy one, every time anyone buys one, nothing to Taylor. That was the birth of Taylor's versions.
Yeah.
So people that care about her and love her, like I do, will only ever buy the Taylor's version. I'm sure there's someone listening now going, oh my God, I've always wondered what this Taylor's version is. Yeah.
And you always should stream the Taylor's version so that she obviously gets that.
You must always. But Scooter Braun is a bad guy. He is a classic Disney villain. And he's watched the documentary about him and Taylor, and he has said some very smart-assery things about it. He says, I finally watched it, and it's just a screenshot of the cover of the documentary. I'm surprised he could speak with those huge piano key veneers. And then he reposted, and this is smart-ass. You know, smart I like, smart-ass I don't. Then he reposted a news story about about Taylor's birthday bash for Blake Lively because she's a beautiful friend.
Yeah.
And he says, hey, why was I not invited to this?
Why is he still trying to bring her up? Like, people already don't like you, dude. Stop.
He's disgusting.
Go and hide. Also, Swanee...
God, I hope none of the albums that I bought before this came to light paid for one speck of that veneer.
Also, that doco, Taylor Swift vs. Scooter Braun, Bad Blood, is on Amazon here.
Now?
Yes, I've just Googled it. It's
I've got
on
to go.
Prime Video.
Bye, Jack.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next. It's Quick Draw Day. Have a great night.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.